Governor Ed Rendell, Democrat of Pennsylvania, has just come back from Haiti accompanying 53 children from the Bresma Orphanage in Port-au-Prince. How did this come about, Ed?
Well, Larry, the Bresma Orphanage was run by two young women from Pittsburgh, two sisters, not nuns, but two blood sisters. And when the earthquake happened, they had to keep the kids outside with no sanitation, very little food and water. They called home. They were connected to our wonderful University of Pittsburgh Medical Center. They tried to get the ability to take them out. They couldn't do it. They called me. I couldn't get anywhere. And then we saw the Haitian ambassador, Ray Joseph, being interviewed on CNN. So I called into the station and said, can you get a message from me to Ambassador Joseph? They did. The ambassador called me. He started the ball rolling. And then we got great cooperation from the Department of Homeland Security, Immigration, State Department. The military was terrific. We got on a plane yesterday morning, Monday morning at around 11:30 from Pittsburgh. We reached the Port-au-Prince at about 6 o'clock. We were there for the next 6.5 hours fighting to get all of these 54 kids out of the country. There was no dispute about the children who already had been approved for adoption in the U.S. or Canada, but for the 7 or 8 others, there was a big dispute about whether they could go or not. And the two sisters put their heels down and said, we either all go or nobody goes. And we were trying to persuade them to let us take 90% of them out to safety. The kids had health challenges, etc. Well, finally, the National Security Council stepped in, and we literally got clearance from the White House. All 54 kids were granted visas. They all arrived at the airport. But our plane had been sent away because you can only keep a plane on the tarmac there for a limited amount of time because, you know, all of the planes are coming in and they've got to clear the runway space. But the military got us a C-17, and all of a sudden this C-17 had a cargo of 53 young Haitians ranging from 6 months to 10 years.
What a story.
25 medical personnel. But the real kicker to the story was the 54th child we couldn't find after we locked the door on the plane. So one of the sisters got off determined to find him. They found her. It was a little girl on the bus. She had fallen asleep and people hadn't found her. The little girl's name was Emma. Emma and the other sister just arrived in Miami a few minutes ago. So all 54 are safe on American soil. And we hope this will be a breakthrough so that all of a sudden a lot more orphans who don't have adoptive homes yet can be sent to the United States.
Yeah, we're in fact going to be talking about that with two adoptive parents in just a minute. Where are the kids now, Ed?
The kids now are in Children's Hospital in Pittsburgh, one of the great children's hospitals of the country, and they're getting treated. No serious health challenges, Larry, but fevers, some infections, a tremendous amount of dehydration. But the kids are all going to be fine, and the 47 who have their adoptive families, those families are being notified. The other 7 are going to be put up between Catholic Charities and the Allegheny County Welfare Department are going to put them up for normal adoption.
You've had a long, illustrious career in politics, mayor, governor. This may be the best thing you've done.
Well, it was the most fun. When I looked, I didn't have a seat on the C-17 because we didn't have enough seats. I was sitting on some boxes, and I looked down, and you know the C-17s are huge. You can fit 4 or 5 tanks in them. And when I saw these little kids strapped in against the wall of the C-17, and they were never been on a plane before, Larry. They were laughing. They weren't scared by the loud noises. These are great kids, and I'll tell you, it was a great feeling for all of us involved. I haven't slept since Sunday, and let me tell you, I'm pumped. I'm pumped.